Hey guys, it's Mark Anthony here and
I'm
Teresa.
Teresa. Welcome to our Q&A this evening. We're live on Facebook and Instagram, so we're excited to be here. For anyone that doesn't know us, we're the founders of CoCreation, both Mark and myself. We specialize in the personal and spiritual development, and we run classes, particularly, our focus is basically theta healing. So tonight's night is for anyone that are either practitioners, existing practitioners, or welcome to anyone actually that is looking for spiritual guidance, inspiration, and also healing, and also to help you, give you motivation, to help you on your path in your life or any aspect in your life. So in terms of relationships, receive group healings around finances, money, any area aspect of your life. So yeah, I'll hand it over to you, Mark.
Yeah, cool. I just want to make sure you guys can hear us properly because I got a new microphone, so
Thumbs up. Or...
just checking with you guys can hear us. So I guess if you're watching and you haven't commented that there's a problem with the sound, then I guess it's working okay.
Yay. Awesome.
But yeah, look, it's really exciting to have this opportunity to help you guys and to be able to answer some questions. I know, often it can be really difficult when you're dealing with issues yourself and you sort of get stuck in things and, maybe you just haven't found the right person to work with or just don't feel, like you're really getting to what you need to. And sometimes it's really important to be able to have that little bit of external insight. And that's why, I'm really happy to be able to help with these evenings and to be able to answer questions for you guys because, not only are you going to benefit from asking the question, everybody watching is going to benefit from the answers that come to it as well, because we all get healing out of everything. And look, a really important thing to understand is that everything in your life is a gift. If something is happening in your life or around you, it is a gift specifically for you. There is an aspect of that situation that you have created. And so it's important that you're allowing yourself to recognize that gift. So if you're watching this webinar and a question is being asked and there are downloads that are being presented, then there's an aspect in that is relevant for you and that is going to be a gift for you too. And so that's how manifesting works. So we manifest something in our lives and we're asking the Creator, whatever I need to deal with, bring that up so that I can allow myself to step up to the level of allowing that manifestation into my life. And so if there are things that you've manifested in your life and you're watching this, the reason is because part of those answers that you're looking for are actually going to come from this. This is going to help you. So everything is a gift. Everything, if you're experiencing somebody or something happening in your life, then there's a gift in it for you. And the quicker you allow yourself to recognize what the gift is, the more amazing the healing is going to be, and the quicker you'll allow yourself to progress beyond where you're at. Right? So let's start with our questions.
Yes, we've got some awesome questions this evening that will really, like Mark said, help everybody on a collective level. So we'll get started. I've got Karuna's is up for the first question. So her question is that she's got stubborn health issues. In 2012, she had a health emergency caused her to try Theta Healing from the book. Healing was near instant and awoke a whole new world to her. Since then, in many ways, she's healthy and happier than at any time in her life. However, 3 stubborn issues that still exist is glaucoma, osteoporosis, and high anti-thyroid antibodies. These are stabilized and managed without medication. They have not much limited her as she can still see to drive, but is aware that a worsening could seriously affect her life, and indeed should really like to heal damaged optic nerve as well as clear the causes. So in the past, accidents and illnesses have taught her many things and taken her to new places, especially in regards to sacredness of matter. So she thinks she's declared beliefs about illness being necessary for her evolution, but still seems to be stuck, and should be grateful if you could give her some sort of insights and healing.
Yeah, absolutely. So look, the key thing that I'd be working on there is like the whole needing protection from what you're seeing. And what happens with, like, glaucoma, for example, is like the extra protective layers and go over the eye, and so what happens is basically you're seeing your life, whether it's past, present, future, and generally eye issues are related to now and the future. So what's happening is you're needing protection from what you're seeing, so needing protection from life, not feeling safe with life, and that ties in with the whole thyroid issues as well, because that's like communication, expressing yourself. It's there's an element there of not feeling safe to express yourself. And what was the other health condition? Osteoporosis. Yeah, that's
Yes.
all connection to God issues. That's the bone density, the strength of your bones. And so that's all about connection to God. So what I'd be working on there is knowing that the Creator is keeping you safe and protected, knowing that you are taken care of in life, that you are safe and protected with life, and that you allow yourself to experience a life where things can work out for you, and you have a knowing that you are taken care of, that the Creator is guiding you, to know what it feels like to actually be guided by the Creator, and to know that it is actually possible for you to have that guidance in your life, and that it's safe for you to experience a life where you know that you have absolute faith and absolute trust that the Creator is taking care of you. So let's download those for everybody. But one of the real keys that we want to download there is just having clarity on what you are seeing, knowing how to see your life, knowing how to experience your life without feeling like you're under threat or under stress or pressured, or feeling like it's not comfortable being in a physical body. So knowing how to be comfortable in your physical body, knowing how to allow yourself to recognize that you are an incredible spiritual being having a physical experience, and knowing that the Creator is taking care of you. So we'll just download all of those. Okay, cool.
Okay, so our next question is from Eleanor. So her question is, she's saying, I recently finished very powerful classes, cleared a lot of deep stuff that kept her stuck, feel ready and excited about moving forward. But yesterday started to feel this big pain in the left part of her lower back that she couldn't move physically. She did some digging around it. Pain is less now, but she still has it. Can you give her insight and what is still there?
Okay. Okay, so I mean, generally, back issues and that sort of stuff are all related to support. Everything's always around support. If you've got, like, back and leg sort of issues going on, then generally there's issues going on there around the hips, and the hips are all about structure and support. But what I'm seeing for you really is like there's this. It feels like there's all this pressure holding you back, right? So it's almost like energetically there's external people there that are trying to pull you back, and it's just on one side. So which side was it, the right or the left?
So she's got lower back, so in her left part of her lower back.
Yeah, okay, so the left side. So
Left side, sorry, yeah.
yeah, so basically, like, what I was seeing there was you're allowing people to connect into your energy. You're allowing people to try and hold you back. So what it is, it's you're afraid of moving forward. You're afraid of creating success in your own life, and having true success. So what we're going to do there is teach you how to let go of those fears of being successful. Teach you how to let go of being afraid of being yourself and achieving everything that you desire. And the other thing that we're going to do is teach you how to live without having to give your success away to other people. Teach you how to live without having to give your energy away to other people. And teach you how to live without having to sacrifice yourself for everybody around you. So we're also going to teach you what it feels like to know the difference between your energy and other people's energy, and knowing how to recognize when other people are connecting into your energy, and knowing how to disconnect other people's energy from you, and that it's safe and possible for you to do so. So We'll also teach you what it feels like to be supported, knowing what it feels like for the Creator to support you, and just knowing that it's possible for you to be supported by the Creator. Cool. So we'll just download those. Cool. So what's next?
Okay, so now our next question is from Raluca. So she's from Romania. So she wants guidance in her situation. She's practicing theta healing now for 3 years, and she finds it amazing, and it's changed her life. But she's preparing for a divorce because her husband is in a lot of debts. It's been an issue in our relationship since the beginning. This is what she's saying, I really hope that he will finish with loans done for nothing. He doesn't want to practice theta healing. He doesn't speak with anyone. It's the third time that she has found out about loans he didn't done without her. They have 2 beautiful kids, and it seems that the only option for her is to go forward with this divorce and separation of goods by time. Can you tell her what energy do you feel here, or what lessons does she have to learn? Thank you in advance.
Yeah, so you've obviously made the decision that the relationships run its course and that, but there's still a lot of hope there from you about resurrecting the relationship. Look, really, what I'd be actually doing is just working on feeling like women are secondary to men. Teach you how to live without thinking that your partner or your husband has to be the dominant one, has to be the one who is in control of everything. So it's really important to let go of that consciousness, because as long as you're holding on to that, then him keeping secrets from you, him creating stress and dramas and that sort of stuff is going to be out of your control. So what we want to do is teach you what it feels like to be equal in a relationship, teach you what it feels like to be worthy of being equal in a relationship, and knowing how to love and respect yourself as a woman, knowing how to love and respect yourself as a wife, as a mother, and knowing that you deserve to be respected, that you deserve to be honored, and knowing how to allow yourself to be worthy of having a say in financial matters in your relationship. Knowing what it feels like to allow yourself to have more control, and that it's safe to have more control, or to be able to overlook the finances. Knowing that it's safe for you to do that, and that you can have openness in your relationship, especially around finances. And and also, I guess, just knowing how to just trust that if he is the right person, that the Creator will guide him and allow him to wake up, and you guys can create the most wonderful relationship together with truth and honesty. But again, if he's not, and you can have an amicable relationship with him, you can still be able to allow him to see his children, and he can still have contact with his children, and that you can allow yourself to move forward, and you can allow yourself to be in a relationship where you are 100% loved and appreciated, and it's safe and possible for you to do that too. So let's just download those. Cool.
Okay, excellent. So the next question we have is from Shah. Her questions is, she just wants to know if she has any blocks to work on. So she's recently done wealth consciousness a couple of months ago. She's done 9 theta courses this year, and is having blocks to her manifestations for her business and soulmate. Her business, Superfood Juice Bar, doing the best AK bowls, is near a supermarket where she knows she will meet her soulmate, as you said in the course, in the supermarket. What am I resisting? And if you can scan very quickly and let me know.
Okay, this is a really interesting one, Shah. So what I'm seeing there, it's just like it's like your priorities are all getting muddled together. So it's like there's it's almost like the business and the relationship are a conflict. So for you to have a successful business, you need to sacrifice the relationship. If you have a relationship, then you have to sacrifice the business. So it's like there's a sacrifice. And so at the moment, because like there's like this uncertainty about which one is actually more important to you, you're actually sabotaging them both. So you're actually holding them both back. So what I would do is teach you that it's safe and possible to actually be successful in business and in relationships at the same time. So you can actually have a wonderful relationship and a wonderful and successful business at the same time. That it's safe and possible for you to have financial abundance and love at the same time as well. And the other thing that I'd actually be doing there is just releasing any oaths, vows or contracts that you've made to sacrifice your success for your partner, and releasing any oaths, vows or contracts that you've made to sacrifice your business. Your partner for your business. And what we're going to do as well there is just release any psychic attacks that you've taken on in relation to having success in your life. So whether it's, relationships, health, finances, there's like a lot of psychic attacks there. So what we're going to do is just pull all of those, send them to the Creator's light and release them. And what we're going to do is teach you how to live without being a magnet to other people's jealousy. Teach you how to live without being negatively impacted by other people's negative energy. And teach you how to live without allowing yourself to be weak when it comes to being around people. So knowing that you can be around people and have strong boundaries, that you can be successful and that you can create the life that you desire and have strong boundaries at the same time. So let's just download all of those. Cool, so what's next?
So next question is from Lou. So she's got here, many Australians, myself included, under the pump about these mandatory vaccinations. This is an enormous issue for many reasons. She'd like to know what you think about this, the health ramifications, not of COVID, but of the vaccines, and if this is going to and when be abolished due to unsafety. If you don't want to answer question, whatever, then I'd like to know what your thoughts here, if you'd be willing to share. All this provides such enormous issue around safety on so many levels, or at least for me. So there's a lot of trauma background, and there's little reassurance out there for hope. I just want to get a medical exemption and doctors' hands are tied. The virus has its pincers in everywhere, preventing people from having choices. I don't have income streams and I don't work for myself, but it's orientating me that way. Beyond that, I started a small business course online yesterday. I got overwhelmed and it brought up childish stuff around I can't do this, I'm not smart enough, etc. Worthiness, confidence. So maybe healing around being confident, worthy enough to move forward into her mission and feeling safe in the new. I think there's safety stuff again. So once again, she's saying the pain and trauma around safety are coming out of her right hip also. So I'm going to tell everything as a way to put it out there and let go.
Yeah, cool. So it's really interesting that, the issues are there with the hip, because as I mentioned earlier, the hips are all about stability, security, and like the structure of things as well. And so that's where you've got this whole situation where there's all these mandates about the vaccines and all this stuff going on. And look, it is so easy to get caught up in the drama of it all. So it's really important that you're allowing yourself to disconnect from that whole consciousness and allowing yourself to be impervious to it all. So my thoughts on the whole situation is, whether you choose to get vaccinated or whether you choose not to get vaccinated, I believe it should be a choice. And that's ultimately where I sit on the whole situation. I don't think that, if you believe something's going to be bad for you, it'll be bad for you. If you believe that, it's not going to affect you and it's going to give you a positive outcome, then it will give you that too. And the best example is, if you look at some people, they've smoked cigarettes all their lives and they die of natural causes. And then you've got other people that have never touched a cigarette in their life and they die of emphysema. How is that possible? And basically what it comes down to is our belief systems. If people are believing that doing something is going to negatively affect them, then it will. And that's where you really need to know that The Creator keeps you safe and protected. So whether you choose to get vaccinated or whether you choose not to get vaccinated, it is a choice. It is your choice. You have that free will. And, it may seem at the moment that you don't have that free will, but at the end of the day, after the 1st of December here in Sydney, then they're going to be opening it up to everybody anyway. So, realistically, I mean, I don't even know what the vaccine levels are, but I believe it's over 80% already.
80% now.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it's only a very small minority of people that aren't vaccinated. So at the end of the day, it's just it's a matter of time before society just goes back to normal, and this whole coronavirus thing becomes like a memory. As I believe, as quickly as it came in, it's going to disappear too. And as long as the media is not publicizing the amount of cases and stuff like that, it's not really going to be an issue. No one's going to be really talking about it. So it's really important to know that whether you are vaccinated, whether you're not vaccinated, that is your privacy, that is your choice, it's your freedom, and that's where I believe the situation is really important, is being able to have that choice. So whether you do or whether you don't, and even from a like an alternative health perspective, I've been told that the Novavax, which comes out in December sometime, is the pick of the bunch apparently. So you just got to make the right choice for you, whatever feels right for you. And look, at the end of the day, you've just got to be able to sleep at night with the decision that you choose to make. And that's what the most important thing is you make whatever choice you decide on, and you're able to sleep with it. So if you get vaccinated and you feel great about it, it's happy days. But if you're going to get vaccinated and you're feeling all this stress about it, then deal with the stress. It's important that you know that regardless of what choice you make, the Creator is taking care of you. So whether you get vaccinated and you're afraid of that vaccination, remove the fear and allow yourself to know that the Creator keeps you safe and protected, and just bless that vaccine. Make yourself impervious to any side effects, and the Creator will take care of you. It's really simple, and that's really the key for me. It's just about making sure that you have that freedom of your own choice, and raising your vibration so that you're impervious to any negativity associated with it. But before you do get vaccinated, then make sure you disconnect from the group consciousness around vaccination or not getting vaccinated. Disconnect from all of the energies and allow yourself to just have the faith that the Creator takes care of you, that even if you do or don't get vaccinated, you will be taken care of. And that's really the key. And and I think you really hit the nail on the head with what you're asking for at the bottom, around all those feelings. Like, the thing is this is the perfect time to reinvent yourself. This is the perfect time to have a look at your life and think, okay, well, this is what I've been doing. This is this is the life I've been living, and it's brought me to the position that I'm in today. Am I really happy with the position that I'm in today? So what can I do differently from here moving forward? And that's what I think is the biggest gift from this whole coronavirus situation, is it's like that wake-up call saying, okay, well, you've created your life to this point this way. How are you choosing to create your life from this point forward? Where would you ideally like to be living? What would you like to be doing for work? What are you passionate about? What is it that you really enjoy doing? And then allowing yourself to refocus and channel your energy into those areas so that you're able to live the most amazing life of your choice. And that's what this is really about. Being able to have clarity on the life that you're choosing to create, and giving yourself the time now and the opportunity now to refocus your life and consciously create it the way you desire it to be. So let's just teach you how to do that, to know that you have the confidence, you have the ability, you have the strength, and that you have the persistence to be able to create a successful business, that you're able to have a business mind, and that you're able to operate a business successfully, you're able to manage a business successfully, and that you're able to manage staff successfully, that you're able to attract staff to you that are loyal, that are ethical, that are moral, and that are committed to your cause, to your mission statement. So knowing how to attract the right people into your life to work for you and with you. So let's just download all of that. Cool, so what's next?
Okay, so the next question is from Minnie. So her question is, I would like some intuitive guidance on her current situation. Her husband can't seem to make his mind up about his career in construction to work for someone else or himself. This has been an on and off for years. I have difficulty being around this mopey energy and feel like it is draining me and being blamed for things as he won't take responsibility. There is also financial challenges, that is transactional, who contributed and paid for what. I also have a business which is gaining more traction, and it seems that although he is supportive, seems jealous at times. Any healings around this will be much appreciated. Regards, Minnie.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so with that one's really cool because I can actually relate to that, because many years ago, Teresa was actually making more money than I was, and at the time I didn't think I had any issues with it, but once I started digging on myself and doing healings around it, I realized that there was a stress around it because, as a man, I felt like I was the one who had to be the provider, and there was a lot of stress around that. So even though I was making good money, she was still making more money than me, and so I had unconscious stresses around that. So, the key is dealing with your issues around it. So if you're the one who's making more money than your partner, then you need to be releasing your stress about it, because when you don't have any stress about it, your partner's not going to have any stress around it either. And so, you've both come together in this relationship, and you're in that relationship together. And so you share those belief systems. You share the belief that he should be making more money than you. And so even though he's got that belief system that he should be making more money than you, unconsciously you've got that belief system too. So what you're doing is you're suppressing how much you're making at the same time. Right? Because the thing is if you allow your business to grow strong enough, he doesn't need to get back into the construction industry, because you can actually get him on board and get him working the operational side of your business, or doing the things that you don't enjoy doing about your business. And so you could actually create the business to be successful enough to employ him. So what you want to be doing is working on your own issues around it, releasing your stress around feeling like you are doing something wrong if you're making more money than him. Letting go of thinking that the man has to be making more money than the woman. Letting go of like the roles of males and females. Knowing what it feels like to work in partnership in your relationship, and working in partnership to grow that relationship so that relationship can be the best it can be, and that you can have success in all areas of your life collectively together. So it doesn't have to be your success, it doesn't have to be his success, it's your success together. Because when you're in a relationship, whatever success you do create is a collective thing. If your partner is really nasty, then it's going to limit the success that you create in your life. If your partner is really loving and supporting, then it's going to boost the success that you can create in your life. So it is a team. So whatever success is happening there, when you're working together in the positive, you're allowing your abundance to grow. You're allowing your abundance to continually grow. And, like even in our relationship over the years, when we've hit certain levels of financial success, we've had arguments, like, you find yourself getting into this negative state. And so what it is, it's like an upper limit. So we've created a stress for ourselves because we're moving to another level. And so when you recognize that, okay, we're starting to argue more, this is obviously an upper limit thing, where we're actually challenging the success that we're having, because we're ready to move to that next level. And in order to move to that next level, we need to raise our vibration. And by raising our vibration, we're growing further. And so that's letting go of more of those past issues, those past belief systems. And that's where the resistance comes in. That's where we try to fight it. And so it's important that you're allowing each other to grow together. So let's just teach you how to grow together. Let's just teach you what it feels like to be a team in your relationship, and that it's safe and possible for you to create the success as a family. And let's just teach you how to live without feeling like you need to be comparing yourself with your partner. Knowing how to allow yourself to be a team. So let's just download all of those.
Definitely.
Cool. So what's next?
Okay, excellent. The next question I have is from Caroline. So her shoulders, especially the one on the right, have been sore for about 3 months already. She's had various therapists, but is still unable to alleviate the pain. She suspects this is connected to the pressure she puts on herself for being in between jobs. I'd appreciate some insight. And yeah, what do you think, Mark?
Yeah. So he's spot on. Like pressure, like shoulders are all about responsibility. Carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and so what I see with you, it's like it's not just your responsibility that you're carrying. It's like you carry everybody's responsibility. And does it say what industry she is?
No, but it's Caroline.
Anyway, okay. So I don't know. For some
Malaysia.
reason, for some reason, I actually see a lot of like medical sort of people around you, like energetically, those medical people are like putting. You're taking the pressure off them. You're taking the stress off them. So I don't know whether what you do relates to the medical industry, but I'm just saying like, and it could just be that you've taken on perceptions from doctors and specialists, etc., and you're allowing that to determine your life, and you're allowing that to limit your ability to heal yourself. And so what we're going to do is just teach you how to let go of that, teach you that it's safe to let go of it, and teach you how to live without feeling overwhelmed by everybody else's energy, and teach you how to live without thinking that you have to take on everybody else's energy, like especially if somebody is a professional, especially if somebody is like a specialist in their field, thinking like you have to believe what they tell you. Knowing that it's safe and possible for you to make your own choices, that you can get a second opinion, that you can get a third opinion, that you don't need to be taking on everybody else's stuff. So what we're going to do is teach you the difference between your words, thoughts, feelings and emotions and other people's, and teach you how to live without taking on other people's words, thoughts, feelings and emotions, and teach you how to recognize if or when you have taken on other people's words, thoughts, feelings and emotions, and knowing that it's safe to disconnect yourself from those instantly, and that it's safe for you to disconnect yourself from those instantly as well. All right. So let's just download all of those. Okay, cool. So what's next?
Okay, so our next question is from Kate. She wants to know how she can dig on herself when it comes to procrastination.
Awesome, easy. All you do, and this is what I do when I'm working on myself. All I do is I think of what the issue is, right? So the issue here is procrastination. So all you do in that situation is you close your eyes and you go into that feeling of procrastinating. So when you go into that feeling, you'll recognize a part of your body that you feel it in. So identify the part of your body that you feel it in. Let's say you feel it in your chest. So all I would do is I would close my eyes, I would go into my chest area where that feeling is, and then I would just think back through my life. When's the first time I remember having this feeling? And whatever memory you come to, it may be a memory from last week, it may be a memory from when you were 3 years old. Whatever memory you come to, that's your starting point. And that's all you need to do. So all you do is identify, okay, where do I feel this in my body? When's the first time I felt this? Right? And that gives you your starting point. And then you work on it. What's the worst thing about that for me? What's the worst thing that can happen to me? Etc. And you go back through that situation and you'll be amazed how things will change for you. Okay.
That's excellent. Okay, so the next question is from Julia. So her question is regarding her heart palpitations. So about 2 months ago, she started to get in heart palpitations when she lies down, usually when she's in bed. She's been working on this issue, and each time it feels like something has cleared. However, after a day or two, they return. Could you please help with healing this?
Yeah.
Like an off-bowel contract, maybe.
Okay, well, to be honest with you, what I'm seeing for you is actually just like energetically, it's all other people's stuff. It's not even your stuff. So there's a huge amount of group consciousness around. Like, even currently in Sydney, if you go for a drive or you go for a walk, you feel the energy, like, of, the fear around COVID and that sort of thing. you feel the stress in the environment. And so there's a lot going on at the moment. Like, it doesn't matter where we live. Like, the media is still, promoting, this whole COVID situation. And so it's still like there's a high level of fear out there in society. And, there's a lot of people out there that don't have the knowledge that we do, that are really scared about this situation. And so, at the end of the day, what you got to be doing is allowing yourself to be safe and protected. You can live your life. You can go and, interact with people without needing to be taking on other people's stuff. And that's why, there's all these heart palpitations going on, because it's all about love. The heart is all about giving and receiving love. And so when you're giving out love and you're giving out so much, and, you're taking on everybody else's stresses and stuff like that, that's why it's feeling overwhelming, and that's why you're getting these heart palpitations. So what I'd actually be doing there is teaching you what it feels like to have boundaries, that it's safe for you to have boundaries with the people that you care about. So whether it's family, whether it's friends, clients, students, whoever it may be, that you can have boundaries with all of those people, that it's safe for you to interact with all of those people without taking on their issues. It's safe for you to have boundaries. And then what we want to do is teach you what it feels like to have boundaries with everybody else. So anybody that you interact with in the street, and that interaction may be just walking past somebody. A lot of the times, people do energetically take on a lot of stuff from complete strangers, because just energetically they're so open. And as healers, we're trying to heal everybody. We can be trying to save everybody. So it's really important that you have healthy boundaries. So regardless of where you are, so whether you're in a safe environment, whether you feel unsafe, whether you feel, energetically, compromised in some way. So if you don't feel, as good as you should be about yourself, then, instead of being susceptible to taking on energy from other people, that you're always safe and protected. So it's like having like a gold bubble around you, like a protection, a shield around you that stops you from taking on other people's energies. So what we're going to do is just release any oaths, vows or contracts that you have around about taking on other people's energies, and teach you that it's safe and possible for you to have your energy clean and clear, that you can honor your own energy and know that you can actually honor your energy to the point where you don't need to be giving it away to other people, where you don't need to be sacrificing yourself for other people, that you can love and appreciate other people without having to give your energy away. Okay, so we'll just download those. Okay, cool. So what's next?
So our next question is from Mikiko. So she'd like
this one, don't worry about this one. This one was actually a response to something that I already answered to her by email.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'll let that go then.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is from Sharon. She has a new challenge. So since half a year ago, she started to study her master program online in Asia, and in school is in Europe. Since her interest shifts, I don't find anyone resonate to me who are around me physically. I do have good friends, but they are not around me physically. I feel I'm not quite used to remote friendship. I know although they are far away physically, but we are still connected. But what should I do with local friends? I don't find any topics to talk to them besides theta healers. Does it mean I will relocate soon? I do feel it sometimes. Thanks and have a nice day. From Sharon.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so basically, I wouldn't be getting rid of all of my friends. I wouldn't be changing cities. I wouldn't be rushing anything. Like, if you feel called to go and live somewhere else, then that's wonderful. There's so many incredible places around this world to, see, and there's so many incredible places to live in. I mean, I love Australia. It's an absolutely beautiful country. I love the idea of Europe, where you're able to, jump on a train and an hour later you're in another country. And one of my fondest memories is being with one of my really dear friends, Matthias, and him taking me out for dinner. So we're actually in Germany, and we went on a 20-minute drive. Actually, it was a few of us. It was Matthias, it was Joanna and Pan, and and Utah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
it was a really cool group. It was a really cool group. And what we did was we went through Germany. We were in Germany and we went on a 20-minute drive. We drove through Switzerland into Austria or something like that. So we actually went through 3 countries, right? So we went through 3 countries in a 20-minute drive, and that just blew me away. And we went to this castle in Austria and had schnitzel there. It was absolutely incredible. It was just it really blew me away. So it was just a really incredible experience. So all I'm saying with that story is like there's so many mind blowing places around this world that you can experience. So if change is something that you're looking for, then that's wonderful. But don't do it because you feel like you don't have anybody that you can relate to. The first thing that I would be doing is actually working on my resentment towards my country, the country that you're living in, the city that you're living in, the people that are around you. Because, in world relations class, that's one of the first things that we do is we're working on the issues that, like the peoples that, or cultures or races, religions that specifically relate to where we live. And so I'd be working on your resentment towards those. I'd be working on, believing that the only people you have something in common with is theta healers. So there's nothing wrong with having wonderful theta healing friends, but there's nothing wrong with having friends outside of theta healing as well too. So what I'll be doing there is just releasing the attachment to have like-minded friends, to have people that can relate to you on that specific level. So what we're going to do there is just knowing that it's safe for you to have friends from all different areas of your life, from all different interests of your life, that it's safe and possible to have that, and what it feels like to have wonderful relationships with all the people that you come in contact with. And one of my favorite sayings in life was a saying that I heard many years ago, and I honestly don't remember who the author was or who I heard this from. It could have even been an anonymous quote, but no man is your friend, no man is your enemy, every man is your teacher, right? So it doesn't have to be a man, could be a woman, could be a child, every person, right? But that is really important to understand, because every person is your teacher. Everybody that comes into your life is a gift and has something to teach you, has something to help you with in your life. And so it's really important that we allow ourselves to see that. So recognize what you're going through at the moment as a gift. All of these things are happening so that you can grow to the next level, that you can allow yourself to have more wonderful relationships with the people in your life. So let's just teach you what it feels like to do that, that it's safe and possible for you to have wonderful relationships with people in your life, that it's wonderful to have great friends, and it's safe and possible for you to have great friends that you can trust, that you can work together with, and you can help each other, and you can respect and appreciate each other as well. So let's just download all of those. All right, cool. So what's
That's
next?
it.
That's
that
it.
concludes all of our questions this evening. So we do a
Awesome.
meditation and
Awesome.
send
Yeah.
healing to everybody.
So what you do
planet.
first is just let everyone know what's coming up.
Oh, okay, we'll do that, and then we can conclude it with a nice little meditation. So
Yeah.
next week, so just a few announcements, because many people have been requesting some more information about some workshops. So next week we've got our practice night. The focus topic will be on strengthening your connection to the Creator. So that'll be an awesome topic for people who doubt their connection to the Creator, or basically want to strengthen and improve their intuition to the Creator. So Mark will address some common blocks. Typically historical and religious beliefs tend to play a part in blocking your connection to the Creator. So that'll be an awesome practice night with some awesome healing downloads.
And this is a really important practice night, because when I first started doing theta, I was about as intuitive as a door. And it was really interesting. It was very frustrating at the time, but really interesting. And it was a real stress, because I struggled to see anything clairvoyantly. When I was going up into a theta state, I struggled to see the white lights, and that was a major stress for me. And it wasn't until I started doing a few things differently that really transformed my life, and that's what I'll actually go through. Because when I'm getting visuals today, it's like I'm watching television, and so your intuition is like a muscle. Your connection with the Creator is like a muscle. The more you use it properly, the stronger it gets, and so it actually is something that you can really easily transform your experience with and allow yourself to have the most amazing life.
Absolutely, and having a deep connection to the Creator brings so much peace and harmony in your life, especially at times like this where there's lots of adversity and uncertainty. So that'll be a really great practice night next week. Just to let you know, all of our classes particularly to the end of this year, are all online. So practice night is online next week. Then we've also got basic, advanced, and dig deeper in November and December. Mark will be teaching those classes online as well. So if you're new to Theta Healing, they're a great way to get started. They're our foundational courses. Prior to that, on the Wednesday the 3rd of November, if you're wanting to know and understand more about the Theta Healing technique, we're doing a free healing online workshop, which will be an introduction to Theta Healing on one of our Facebook Live. All of these events are up on our website and also on our Theta Healing Facebook page. So for more details, feel free to go to those campaigns, but also feel free to email us or call us. This weekend, we're continuing obviously to the end of the year. We've got lots of Wolf Consciousness online classes coming up. I think we've got this weekend, we've got Greece, so there's a few more spots for Greece. So if you're interested and you're somewhere in Europe and you want to join Mark's online class for Wealth Consciousness.
So that one will be in English, and there will be
Hungarian.
Greek, German.
No German this time.
Oh, no German. So
It's
Greek
Hungarian.
and Hungarian translation. So they'll actually be on a separate channel. So the whole class will be taught in English.
Yeah, so
that'll be really cool.
Each language will not affect each other because they're all on different channels and will be online on the Zoom platform. So it is a live event, so you have to participate the whole time. But it's an incredible 3-day workshop. What else do we have? So that's
so the following weekend we've got Wealth Consciousness in Malaysia, and then
Brazil. So
Wealth Consciousness.
Yes, that is the first of.
So
first
for
weekend in
Americans, it's a
November.
good time zone, but there will be Portuguese translation.
Yes, and then of course, do we have any others?
South Africa.
And South Africa will be the end of the year.
Yeah.
Well, the first weekend in December, that'll be the last Wolf Consciousness.
Yeah.
And then we've also got China.
Yeah.
So there's a lot coming up, but check out our website. We've got everything up there, but feel free to inbox us if you have any questions. And once again, if you're new to Theta Healing, you want to know more about it, we've got our introduction of free healing workshop on Wednesday the 3rd of November. So, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so what we're going to do now is an unconditional love healing. So I'll talk you up into a theta state, and what we're going to do is make a command so that you, your family, everybody watching this webinar, their families, and anybody else that you're aware of that can do some healing at the moment. So whether they're going through difficult, situations, health-wise, relationship-wise, financial-wise, whatever, that they're able to receive this unconditional love at this time. So, and then what we'll do is we'll do a quick manifestation at the end of it as well. So think of something or some things that you would like to manifest into your life. I don't know why. Maybe it's is it a full moon? I think it might be a full moon. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm getting intuitively that we should do a manifestation tonight. So obviously it's a good night to do a manifestation. All right. So if you just close your eyes and visualize energy coming up from the center of the earth, coming up through your feet, and coming up out of the top of your head as a beautiful ball of light. See yourself in that ball of light, moving straight up, past the universe, going up through all those white lights, going up through the golden light. And as you go through the golden light, you'll come into a thick, watery-like substance like jelly. It has all the colors of the rainbow in it. And as you move through that, you'll come up into a pearl iridescent white light. It's a sparkly white light. It may feel tingly through your body. Feel every cell in your body one with that pure unconditional love. Okay, and so you just repeat to yourself after me, Creator, it is requested to fill every cell of my body, my family, everybody watching this webinar, their families, and anybody else that we're aware of that can do with some unconditional love at this time. Especially all the world leaders, all the top medical professionals that are making decisions that are having such a direct impact on so many people's lives. Give them unconditional love so that they can make the right decisions that are in the highest good of all the people on the planet. Allow the truth to come out. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. So now allow yourself to witness that unconditional love coming in, filling every cell of your body and everybody else that we mentioned. Okay, and now just take your awareness back up into that pearl iridescent white light. And think of what it is that you would like to manifest. Think of a number of things that you would like to manifest. And once you've thought of those things that you would like to manifest, we make the command, Creator, it is requested that I have this, and state what it is that you're manifesting. In my life right now. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. And now visualize your life as a giant bubble and see yourself as a giant, taking a handful of that sparkly white light. And see yourself bringing that white light into that bubble which is your life. And see yourself stirring that energy. And the more you stir that energy, the more you will see that your manifestation materializes into your life right now. Okay, now just take your awareness back up into that pearl iridescent white light. Feel yourself centered and grounded. Take a deep breath in and open your eyes. Cool. So I hope you guys have had fun. It's been a pleasure answering all the questions and sharing this time with you guys.
Yep, thank you so much, and we really enjoyed doing these events. So keep sending your questions in, and I think we'll be back in the next week or two, maybe 3 weeks. I don't know. We've got a busy week next week. Then we've got practice nights. So
it probably won't be next week, but the week after.
So until then, stay safe, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you all soon, perhaps online. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.